Maths Mela, where we are here to discuss the capital parts of mathematics. Before starting with our daily schedule, first of all, let me wish you a very happy belated Raksha Bandhan. It's a joyous festival which celebrates the love, the bond of love, the bond of love of relationship between the brother and sister. It's a festival which shows values. It's a festival which shows values, which shows the love, which shows the trust, and of course, which shows the bond between brother and sister. Okay. So hopefully everybody of you must have tied Rakhi, must have celebrated Raksha Bandhan, and of course many of you must have remembered the days, the time, the memories you spent with your brother or your sister in your childhood. The same thing happened with me also. I also remembered all my good moments, bad moments, and all the memories of which I have spent with my brothers and sisters. Okay, so let's go ahead with today's thought. Every relation based on the trust and the respect. Of course, the relation of brother and sister is also a kind of relation which is what based on trust and respect. Being the brother and sister, we need to trust each other. And of course, being the brother and sister, we need to respect each other. Because the amount of respect is there in your relationship, that much will be a stronger bond, that much attachment you will feel. Today you are fighting at the student's age, you are fighting with your brother or sister, but when you grow up, when you come to know the values of this festival, definitely you will love, you will respect, and you will trust your own brother and sister. So once more, belated happy Raksha. May this festival spread the happiness, the happy memories, and the joy in your all life. Today we are going to start with the chapter number 6, that is linear inequalities. Before this, in previous classes, we have solved linear equations. Okay, linear equation with one variable, linear equation with two variables. The same thing we are going to do here, that is linear inequalities in one variable or linear inequalities in two variables. What is difference between those chapters and these chapters? Both the chapters are based on the same principle where we are going to solve it. We are going to find out the value of the variable. When we were dealing with the linear equation in two variables or the linear equation of one variable, there we are getting one exact value of the variable. Okay. Here, since it is inequality, means there won't be equal to sign. There will be either less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to sign. Okay. So what will happen now? Suppose if we are getting in previous chapter, that is linear equations, we were getting x is equal to 5. What we were assuming that the value of x is what? 5. Okay, but here what we will be getting, suppose x is less than 5. Then if your x is a natural number, then x can take the value 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But since it is x is less than 5, so it won't go ahead with x is equal to 5. Okay, so these are what all the possible values this chapter will give you. If it is x is less than or equal to 5 and x is what a natural number, that means x will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 also. Okay, so here it will give you a bundle of values or a group of values. Okay, so in this chapter what we are going to do, that I am going to explain or that I am going to discuss with you through the PPT. So I want that go through the PPT in the next part and let me know your feedback afterwards whenever you want. Okay, you can directly WhatsApp me also. See how it is. So just let's watch the PPT.
So here our PPT starts with the chapter names, that is linear inequalities, and in your NCERT book the chapter starts with the lines of Maxwell, a great mathematician. He said that mathematics is the art of saying many things in many different ways. Truly true. So here we are to discuss the thing linear inequalities. Before that, just I would like to mention equation and inequality. You must be knowing about both of these. So what is equation? Equation involves equal to sign, and if you will talk about the inequality, it involves less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to sign. In equations we used to get somewhat exact solution, whether x is equal to 5 or x is equal to minus 3 or minus 2. Okay, but in inequality what we'll get a bunch of solutions, means group of solution. So the solution is what? If x is a natural number and greater than 5, then all the natural numbers which are greater than 5 will be the part of the solution. Okay, so here comes the definition. The definition says that two real numbers or two algebraic expressions related by the symbol less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to form an inequality. Few examples: ax plus b is less than 0, ax plus b is greater than 0, ax plus b is less than or equal to 0, ax plus b is greater than or equal to 0, ax plus by is less than c, ax plus by is greater than c, ax plus by is less than or equal to c, ax plus by is greater than or equal to c. These examples are the examples of linear inequality in one variable, because only one variable we have used here. These examples are the examples of linear inequalities in two variables, because x and y are what? Two different variables. Now ax square plus bx plus c is less than or equal to 0, ax square plus bx plus c is greater than 0. Here these inequalities are not linear inequality, since the value of the variable is what? 2, and these are called as quadratic inequalities. Okay, so let's go ahead. We can see the strict inequalities. Now strict inequalities, which inequalities are these? In the equalities, if there is only two sign, that is either less than or greater than. Here also less than or greater than. If these two signs are there, then the inequalities are known as strict inequalities. Okay, and whereas there is what? The sign less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Now here these inequalities are not strict. Okay, so these inequalities are known as slack inequalities. Hopefully you have understood this. Let's go further. Now in this chapter we shall confine ourselves to the study of linear inequalities in one and two variables only, means only these kind of examples and this kind of examples. Quadratic inequalities we are not going to study this in this chapter. Okay, so study why we are studying this linear inequalities. Let's see the application. Study of inequalities is very useful in solving the problems in the field of science, mathematics, statistics, optimization problems, which you will study during your MSc part, economics and psychology. Examples that also you can see in your next classes, that is 11, 12 and beyond that. Okay, now algebraic solution of the linear inequalities in one variable and their graphical solution, means how we are going to solve linear inequalities. We are going to solve them in numerical way, right? How to solve, or what are the solutions? Thus any solution of an inequality in one variable is a value of the variable which makes it a true statement, right? If x plus 3 is less than 5, then what are the possible solutions of this? So when you will do it, x is less than 5 minus 3, so you will get x is less than 2. So you can use any two number, that is 1 or less than 2, any number you can use to make this inequality true. So the rule to solve the equations, right, I am talking about the equation which we were doing before this. The rules are: equal numbers may be added or subtracted both the sides of an equation. Rule number 2 was both sides of an equation may be multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. These were the rules which we have used to solve the equation. But to solve the linear inequalities, we have to see the rule number 1, that is equal numbers may be added or subtracted from both the sides of an inequality without affecting the sign of inequality. Rule number 2, both sides of an inequality can be multiplied or divided by the same positive number, but when both the sides are multiplied or divided by a negative number, then the sign of an inequality is reversed. What it is? Let's see through the example. Here, if suppose we are going to solve this example, 5x minus 3 less than 3x plus 1. In a simple way we are going to solve. See here, no sign changes. After solving we are getting 2x less than 4. So when 4 is divided by 2 we will get 2. So x is less than 2. So it is as simple as the linear equation. But what is the difference? The difference is here. Solve 4x plus 3 is less than 6x plus 7. What we are going to do here, we'll shift the number first and the variables together. That is 4x minus 6 less than this one, 7 minus 3 is what? 4 it will be. Okay, so minus 2x is less than 4. So when x is less than 4 upon minus 2, that time what will happen is, because of minus 2, the sign which is what, less than, x is less than, will change to x is greater than. Okay, so in this case what is your possible solution? It is all the numbers, all the integers, all the natural numbers which are what, greater than minus 2. But if you will go ahead with this sum, means what, as usual what you were doing, so you might be getting x is less than minus 2, which will be a wrong answer. So what is the rule? But when both sides are multiplied or divided by a negative number, then the sign of inequality is reversed. So whenever it is less than, it will become greater than, or whenever it will be a greater than, that time it will become less than. Now graphical solution of linear inequalities in two variables. We have seen that how we are going to solve it in a numerical way, that is as simple we were doing before this. But now here the graphical way means what exactly we are going to do. Whatever the equations are there, the less than or greater than sign will remove, will consider that equal to, means the inequality will be considered as equation, and then we will be drawing the graph of that, which is what, this method you already have studied in your previous class. Only what you are going to do, you are going to make a graph for the given equation. Here we are going to solve it on the number line also. So these are what, the solution on the number line. Okay, this is first example, second example. These are not the graphical way. Graphical ways are what, these two. Okay, now note, the region containing all the solutions of an inequalities are known as the solution region. Number second point, in order to identify the half plane represented by an inequality, it is just sufficient to take any point, say A and B, which are not on line, and check whether it satisfied the inequality or not. If it is satisfied, then the inequality represent the half plane and shed the region. Means when we are going to shed, that is discussed here. Now point number 3, if an inequality is of the type ax plus by greater than or equal to c, or less than or equal to c, then the points on the line ax plus by is equal to c are also included in the solution region. So draw a dark line. When we are going to do the dark line, when the points are included, and if the points are not included, that time it will be a dotted line. If an inequality is of the form ax plus by greater than c, means strict inequality, then the points on the line ax plus by is equal to c. If it is strict inequality, then the points are not going to include it, okay, in the solution set. So that time we have to draw the dark, then that time we have to draw the dotted line, okay. Now these are what some example. Now here the line is what? Dark. What does it mean? If the line is dark, it means the solution, that is 1 comma 4, is also what? Included here. So 4 in 40 into 1 is what? 40 plus 20 into 4, that is 80. So 40 plus 80 is what? 120. So this is what the answer, okay. Here also the dark line means x is equal to 2. These all points are what? Included. Now here the case is what? Dotted line. What does it mean? Y is equal to 2. These points which are there on this line, these are not included in the solution set. Hopefully you have understood the difference between the dark line and the dotted line. Now solution of the system of linear inequalities in two variables. Now this is what? Same thing what we were doing before this with the linear equation in one variable. Here for x minus y is less than or equal to 3, there is what? One line, okay. And for the another one, x plus y is greater than or equal to 5, there is what? Another line. Now what will be the answer? Okay, the solution set. Okay, first what you have to do, the one line you have to consider and then you have to draw the solution. Means you have to shade this area which is the left side of the graph, and then the another line you have to draw, and then again shade the area which is what? Right side of the graph. How you will decide it? If the point is inside, then that area you have to design, or you have to shade that area. Now this is what the common solution set which is in between the both the lines, that is what our solution set, okay, for both the lines. This is what? One more example, okay, and during the sums we will go through it properly, don't worry about it. So this is what the end of the chapter or end of the introduction part. But what we are going to study, okay, during this chapter, let's see it. So the chapter name is linear inequality. Mostly it is based on two main concepts, that is inequality and their solution. But along with the inequalities, you should know what are the types of inequality. Strict inequality means only less than or greater than. Slack inequality is what? Greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Then of course the equation plays a very important role to understand this thing. After that we'll come to the solution. Now solutions of what? The solution of linear inequalities, there are solution numerically which are what? Very easy to identify. Then there are what? Some solution on number line as we have discussed in this PPT itself. Then there is what? A solution in one variable, and there are what? Solution in two variables. Here the numerical and then the one variable solution or two variable solution, we are going to do it in a graphical way also. So this is what the total content of the topic of linear inequalities, chapter number 6, which we are going to study throughout the chapter. Now what I want is this diagram you should draw on the very first page of the chapter number 6 when you will start writing it in your notebook. So hopefully you have understood it. Go through it, and please, if it is fine, then please like it. If you want somewhat more improvement, then let me know in the comment box, or you can WhatsApp me directly also. So just waiting for your messages. So just come back to the screen once.
Welcome back. Hopefully you have enjoyed and you have understood the PPT presentation on the topic on the introduction part of the chapter number 6, linear inequalities. Now what we are going to do, whatever we are going to study in this topic, that is what in front of you. This is what the pictorial form of the chapter number 6, linear inequalities, that what we are going to study throughout the topic. This is what called the mind map of the chapter number 6, that is what linear inequality. Actually it is what in the form of picture. You have to click this picture in your mind so that whenever you will be solving chapter number 6, then this picture should come in your mind. So what the contents we are going to solve of this topic. Okay, what I want is this diagram or this pictorial form you should draw whenever you will start with the topic, that is chapter number 6. On the very first page of the chapter 6, this diagram should be there on your notebook. Okay, right now here only we will take a mark. We have completed the introduction part, and very soon we will be solving the exercise number 6.1. Okay, and very soon we will be solving exercise number 6.1. So we will stop here today itself at your own channel Maths Meta. Till that time, be at home, be safe, be happy. Thank you.